Welcome to Sola Melodica. I am Tim Kaiser. On this channel, we reflect and react to music lyrically, looking for redemptive qualities in the gift that is music today. Well, if this is your first time joining me, thank you so much. I assume I'll get some first-time listeners because this is the very first time I've reacted to or even heard a song by the band Nightwish. So I imagine there'll be some new people. Thank you for stopping by. And if you've been before, thanks for coming back. And if you are a subscriber, blessings to you. Thank you for partnering with me in what we're accomplishing on this channel. So today, again, we're going to a new song from Nightwish. And again, I've never heard the song before. I read the lyrics, and the lyrics are quite complicated. So I did study some of the lyrics out. I had to look up a lot of had to look up a lot of definitions, but this song is The Greatest Show on Earth, which I assume is a reflection of the book The Greatest Show on Earth, The Evidence for Evolution by Richard Dawkins, written in 2009. So a lot of the lyrics, my thing is I'm trying to figure out how in the world can someone sing these lyrics. It's like this is taking an Iron Maiden song and multiplying it a bazillion times because these are quite complex. So I'm interested in seeing how it goes. This is a really long song. I will probably stop once in a while, not to give too much information, because honestly, I'm not sure if I can add any value for like what's being said here, but just to stop it from getting copyright strikes. So anyway, Nightwish, The Greatest Show on Earth, first time listen. Let's get into it. Wow. Kind of reminds me of TSO to a certain degree, just the operatic themes here. It's definitely putting a massive show. Okay, so introduction. I imagine they're gonna hit another part. Again, I have never heard this song before, so I don't really know. But all it's basically saying is, 4 million years ago, Mother Earth's work was completed, and we were asleep. Basically, that's what that first line said. Archean horizon, the first sunrise on a pristine Gaia. Opus perfectum, somewhere there, us sleeping. Opus perfectum means completed work. And so I assume they're thinking that everyone was alive bazillion years ago. Sleeping.
After sleeping through 100 million centuries, we have finally opened our eyes on a sumptuous planet, sparkling with color, bountiful with life. Within decades, we must close our eyes again. Isn't it a noble and enlightened way of spending our brief time in the sun? To work at understanding the universe and how we have come to wake up in it.
The cosmic law of gravity pulled the newborns around the fire. Careless coals, infinity in every vast direction. The only pharaoh in the Goldilocks zone, she has exhaled herself. From the stellar nursery into a carbon feast. Enter Luca, the tapestry of the Devonian Sea. Hey, you're the stars, riding the tide of our soul. A day-to-day new opening for the greatest show.
All right, stop, because they're going to go to part 3, the Toolmaker, according to my lyrics sheet at least. So far, I mean, obviously this is a super talented band. Every person in this band is super talented. The vocalist, I think they said Floor. I apologize. I don't do a lot of research prior. I'm actually looking for reaction and not trying to get everyone else's opinion. But super talented, and it's kind of interesting. I was wondering how they were going to sing all this, but they had talking. So I wonder if that was Richard Dawkins talking, which for them would be super cool if he actually did talking for them. But anyway, let's continue on. Part 3, the Toolmaker.
Shiny rocks, for giant mushroom clouds.
still more to go here, but and I'll back up a second. But I just wanted to grab a couple things real fast. The God of the Gaps is a great line. I love that, but the God of the Gaps really is Thor and them, not the God of the Bible, because true scientists such as C.S. Lewis, William Lane Craig, John Lennox, and more actually do the hard work that super intelligent guys, kind of like Dawkins and Harris and Hitchens and them. They're all intelligent people, and they're just on kind of different sides, but they'll do the hard work and debate each other. For the most part, Dawkins did not want to debate Lane, and they actually discussed something together one time, and Dawkins did not call it a debate, probably because he didn't win the debate. Anyway, so there is a lot of things in here, but here's I'm having a contradiction, because it seems like the song is a continuation of the book by Dawkins about the evidence for evolution, but it kind of gets into more relativism here too, about hunger for shiny rocks, I imagine gold, silver, diamonds, whatever, and then giant mushroom clouds. It's almost like evolution, but then we kind of evolved in a bad way. But how? I don't know. It's kind of, to me, it's kind of I don't quite understand exactly what they're saying here. But again, it is a song, so I don't try to get too far in the weeds on this one. But let's back up just a second, because there's a good transition there.
Include greater poets than Keats, scientists greater than Newton. We know this because the set of possible people allowed by our DNA so massively exceeds the set of actual people. In the teeth of these stupefying odds, it is you and I in our ordinariness that are here. We privileged few who won the lottery of birth against all odds. How dare we whine at our inevitable return to that prior state from which the vast majority have never stirred?
Oh, it is him. He was there. Wow. Interesting.
Thus, from the war of nature, from famine and death, the most exalted object which we are capable of conceiving, namely the production of the higher animals, directly follows. There is grandeur in this view of life, with its several powers originally breathed into a few forms or into one. And that whilst this planet has gone cycling on according to the fixed law of gravity, from so simple a beginning, endless forms most beautiful and most wonderful have been and are being evolved.
All right, well, there you go. Richard Dawkins at the end with talking evolution. So again, this is a really long song, so I'm only have a few closing thoughts.
Keep cool and comfortable.
And I imagine if you're still here 20-something minutes into this thing, you probably will be only severe Nightwish fans. And so here's what I ask of you. Again, this is a lyric channel, and these are some pretty heavy lyrics. And I'm not sure if that was a real concert. They just did that one song and made a video, because there were like a lot of fanboys and fangirls, and they were like almost crying. They were like, oh my God, this is so great. All I ask from you, my heart for you is to do some conflicting stories. And I'm reading this personally. I'm not trying to be critical to a certain degree, but I look at this as just fiction, and Dawkins is so far off. But again, that's my views, right? And so I'm asking you, for your own sake, to look up Pascal's Wager, right? Think of that. And so look at some of the debates between like William Lane Craig and Harris and Hitchens, and then his semi-debate with Dawkins. Listen to John Lennox, who's a professor of mathematics at Oxford. These are some very intelligent people, just as intelligent as the four horsemen of the atheistic apocalypse. The Harrises, and the one guy's named Dennett, Hitchens, all those guys, and listen to those, and do some other research, and not just accept this stuff at face value because miracles are involved, or it may seem like an odd story or a fairy tale or whatever. It's worth it. Hey, you got an hour or 15 minutes, 20 minutes, just listen and try it, right? But talented band, very entertaining, and it was reminiscent of TSO, honestly, for me. The very ostentatious display of the music, very well done, and yeah, there's a lot of stuff in this song that's hard to understand. So I assume they took the book and wrote a song based on that book, and it's really weird to me that someone would spend so much time and effort. So obviously the writers of the song really have bought into the whole evolutionary idea. But I'm asking you, just hey, check a different view, be open, don't be closed-minded on this one, and only accept one view. All right. Thank you. This is a really long video. I will see you soon with a new video. Until then, may the grace of God, the peace of God come upon you, overtake you, and overwhelm you.